pit stop, but while I'm at it, I want to show you something I've been using every single day. This is the Ekster wallet, the sponsor of today's video. Super clean, premium Italian leather. And check this out. I love this. Pop my cards out. I can get my cat card. I can do whatever I need to do. Cards pop out with one hand. I don't have to go digging around when I get to a gas pump or go somewhere to pay for something. It's as simple as pushing a button, and I love that. This slim one right here holds up to 14 cards and cash without feeling like I'm carrying a brick in my pocket. Way better than carrying the bulky wallet I used to carry. Tell me about it. And it has a really cool feature called the tracker card, which I'll show you right here. When you lose your wallet, if it's under the seat, you left it at the bar, wherever it's at, it syncs right up to Apple Find My iPhone or Android. If you use the app, you can go either or. It's just one of these upgrades in daily life without you even realizing it. Durable, slim, smart. This thing checks all the boxes. Whether you're organizing, downsizing, or just ready to ditch that busted wallet, this is the right move. Right now, Ekster is running a 4th of July promo, 44% off site-wide through July 14th. And if you use my code, TK's Garage, you get an extra 10% off on top. Hit the link in the description and upgrade your everyday carry. You won't go back. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And Jeep maker Stellantis is weighing a sale among other options for Maserati. Now, before you get in my comments, I'm going to read multiple. We're going to talk about multiple articles. This is coming from Reuters. I'm going to put it on the screen, but this is right. It's coming from Reuters. All right. Let's see what they had to say, and then we'll get into some of the other ones. Because you know Stellantis responded, right? Milan, June 20th. Reuters. Stellantis is considering a possible sale of struggling luxury Maserati unit among other options, two sources with knowledge on the matter said, as the automaker seeks to overhaul its sprawling portfolio of 14 brands. Discussions over Maserati's future started before CEO Antonio Filosa, who starts on Monday, was appointed last month, while Stellantis was steered by Chairman John Elkann. So, what's funny is when then we go over to motor1.com and Stellantis responded, respectfully, they said, quote, respectfully, Maserati is not for sale. Stellantis denies another rumor about the brand's possible sale. Stellantis has hired a consultancy that is allegedly considering all possibility for Maserati's future, including divestment. Now, I've talked about this before. I've talked about the rumblings that were going on inside of the company with Chrysler, Alfa, and Maserati. And this article goes into it. Maserati isn't doing well. Sales for the Italian brand collapsed in 2024. They saw a 48% decline through the first 3 months of 2025. That's bleak. That's one way to say it. The poor sales have led to rumors that Stellantis might sell the Italian brand, but the automotive conglomerate continues to deny any such allegations. Stellantis did so again this week when Reuters, remember we just covered that Reuters article, asked the automaker if it had plans to sell Maserati amid a new rumor. A spokesperson rebuffed the allegation and told the publication respectfully Maserati is not for sale. But Reuters didn't report that. Now, then we get into Jalopnik. Now, look, I understand that like different publications, even in the automotive space, have different political leanings, and that's the same thing with this. But they talk about who should buy it, and that there are plenty of options from Chinese automakers to random billionaires and private equity firms. Surely someone out there would be interested in Maserati. I mean, Cerberus buying Chrysler went terribly, and private equity destroys everything it touches. But maybe this time it would be different. I don't know. I kind of agree with them there. But is Maserati going to be sold? I think, and we talked about the internal speaking that was going on specifically about this issue yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that. No, 3 days ago, maybe 3 or 4 days ago, we talked about this where Antonio Filosa is, considering like sharing all the platforms and like bundling up Alpha and Maserati, where they would all use like a lot of the same stuff, right? It's a smart move. It definitely would cut a lot of costs, but I could see them bundling up slightly, maybe trying to make it look like they've turned them around a little bit and still sell them. The crown jewel for Stellantis, or for Exor, the holding company, the main holding company in Stellantis, is Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Let's just not forget that. That is the crown jewel of this whole thing, and it is literally the only thing that that's valuable, in my opinion, in the company. I know people, well, what about Peugeot, and what about, man, miss me with all that. There's a reason why they split Ferrari off. All right, like they don't really care about any of the rest of that. Just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And major shout out to our sponsors, Ekster, again, for sponsoring today's video. As always, stay petty, my friends.